How's it going today, guys? Welcome to the Redstone showroom located at 641 North 5 Mile Road here in Boise, Idaho. We're going to review the difference between a single hung and a double hung window. So all of the windows we have here in our showroom are Windsor Windows, an Idaho-based company. We are a subsidiary of them, which that means is we are factory direct, less headaches, less people involved, better service, better lead times. We can control our quality and our messaging. So we're excited to be able to offer Idaho manufactured products to our backyard to there, which we love. So let's talk a little bit about a double hung and a single hung window. We offer it in two different materials. So we do a vinyl. A luxury vinyl is kind of what we call it. It's a very high-end, 20-year warranty. We do a bunch of different colors in that vinyl. And then we do our flagship product, our aluminum wood clad. We are a wood manufacturing company. We're known for our high-quality, custom aluminum wood clad windows. So what we're going to start with is a single hung. So a single hung window has a lot of benefits. Typically with single hung and double hung, it's a traditional look. You see it a lot in the Craftsman, the Tudor, the traditional type houses. A lot of neighborhoods in this area have double hung and single hung windows. It has a typical check rail between the middle of the glass, or it will be like 1/3 of the window on the top or bottom. That's typical styling of a single hung or a double hung. Not necessarily very modern or contemporary, but it has a great classic timeless look as far as the aesthetic of that. So functionality and features and benefits of a single hung. Single hung windows are a very cost-effective window in the fact that it has minimal functioning parts, which in a lot of cases is a good thing. The fact that you're not going to have multiple function points, you're not going to have a lot of opportunities for it to have fault points or breakage areas. So one single pane, this sash is operable. So this is a hanging sash and it essentially operates up and down. That's the same as a double hung as well, but has a locking mechanism. We have a couple different options from a single locking mechanism point to two, and that's standard between the single hung or the double hung. The other thing about single hungs is that they are slightly more energy efficient than a double hung. So it is the fact that there's only one moving mechanism within the window rather than two. It is a little bit more energy efficient. And the other benefit of a single hung window is that they're a little bit more cost effective. There are some definite benefits of a single hung. Some of the downsides of a single hung, there's less airflow with a single hung. There is not an offering for an aluminum wood clad single hung. The reason being, if the sash on a double hung has a breakage point, you don't have to replace it. It'd be very expensive to replace the whole window. You can actually take one part of the window and remove it. So I can remove this whole unit, and that gets me a replacement if I ever had to go down that path. So let's talk a little bit about a double hung window. There's a few feature and benefits of a double hung. We do it both in a vinyl, which we have here, and then our aluminum wood clad. So the double hung compared to our single hung is a little bit thicker, so it's a little less contemporary. Not that a double hung or a single hung is very contemporary or modern, but your single hung is a little bit more sleek compared to your double hung, a little bit chunkier, a little beefier. At the same time, when you're doing it with a wood interior, it gives more of a classic, timeless, rich look. This is a pre-finished white paint that we do on our interiors with grid, our OG grill pattern. But let's talk a little bit about the functionality of this window. So with the double hung, there are two operating sashes. So this actually helps with airflow. You can actually do ventilation through the bottom or ventilation through the top. So you can do, as your heat rises, you can have it flow through the top and your airflow coming through the bottom. So it's a great window for circulation and airflow. The other thing that's nice with a double hung is typically on anything that we make is a tilt-in sash. So this here is easy for cleaning, so you can actually remove this whole unit if you wanted to, but it makes it easier if you're on a second floor. You can come in, clean your windows, and you're off the races, where you can't necessarily do that with the SingleHung. Some of the disadvantages, I would say, with the double hung, it's a little bit more pricey as far as costs go. And like we talked about, it's a little bulkier as far as the sash encasement, just from the functionality aspect. Here's some more examples of the double hung. This is a mold unit, so it's 2 units, 2 double hungs right by each other. Gives a different look by a lot of light coming through. This was a window in someone's residence. Hopefully this was educational for you guys. If you have any questions or want to learn more about all things windows and doors, swing on down here to Redstone Windows and Doors, and we'd be happy to help you out.